Yo, so I'm back with I was supposed to do this like 5 days ago, but I had just started the Amazon Flex, driving for Amazon Flex. And basically what you're doing, you're delivering the Prime shipments, the Amazon Prime. But I noticed a little workout group in the neighborhood. I didn't know they had one out there. But anyway, like what I hated about it, like my first day, I hated this shit. And I hated it because after about my third or fourth stop, I realized none of these packages are in order. Because it will instead of it like automatically giving you all the deliveries in the same area that you have, it keeps taking you in and out. So like in the area I live in, like things are spaced out. So like it had me going from one community to the next, then back to that community, then another community, and back to that first community before I noticed. And I'm like, God, I'm like, yo, this shit ain't worth it. Like I'm burning a lot of gas and wasting a lot of time. So what I realized was I had to find a way around it, because I'm like, this is impossible. You know, so I ended up taking a lot of packages back because I was like, yo, I'm not gonna finish this in time. And on top of that, the area they had me, one of the areas I went into was like one of those areas where it's not even developed, like the countryside of town. So like there's not a lot of cell towers, and I kept losing connection. The app kept dropping. My phone didn't want to pick up the signal. So it got to a point where I couldn't even use the phone, and I had to drive out of the area just to call them and let them know what happened. Now, I couldn't even get a call out. So, but what you want to do is, because the second day I went ahead and did it, I waited a day, I skipped a day and went back, because I kind of knew what I had to do at that point. So what I did was I got on the app, scanned all my packages. To help my packages in the car instead of them being scattered all over the place, I bunched all the ones with the city, like depending on what side of town I was on, like I can see the city. Like we stay in the city, but then you got like different parts of the city, you know. So I was able to recognize that and store them with each other. And also what I did was, when you see your like right before you GPS your first location, you're gonna see a tab that says list, map, and I think summary. What you want to do is click on the map, and you see a bunch of little blue circles, and you zoom in on those, and those show you the the nearest packages that are near each other. They show all the packages, but what you can do is touch on those little dots and look at the street address to get the closest one. And that's how I was able to complete a 3-hour job in like 2.5 hours, possibly 2, because like the job may start at noon, but they have everybody waiting in line. You probably won't get in there to 12:30, and then you probably won't leave out until like 15 after 1. So I still finished like around 2:30. So it probably never even took me 2 hours to do it. But that's what I have to do. I hate that I gotta keep doing that though, because it's like your system, like, I don't get it, who be making these apps. Like, I'm like, yo, this don't make a 5-year-old can make better sensitive. Like, I don't see how you didn't get the algorithms right. Like, I don't get it. Like, it's like programming 101. That's like programming 101. Like, that's so simple. Like, if I'm making deliveries, have it built in where it just sends you to the closest next delivery, not send you across town. Like, I don't get that. Like, y'all got this a $1 billion company and they can't get a simple app to work right. But other than that, you'll be good. I also heard that some people were saying that what you do is you gather all your packages, and like all the little packages that you got, group them in numbers. So like you stick the 100s with the 100s, the thousands with the thousands, but have them going in order. At least starting with like the first number or the first two numbers. You don't have to put them in order from like 121605, 121606. Like, no, just group like that first number, that one, like group them all together. That way, you know, like you see your look on your app, you can see, okay, I got an app that's 1,000 or 100 or 3,000 or whatever like that. It makes it easier to sort through, because like my first day, like I was like scattering through the car, like where's this shit at? Where's this shit? You know, and do the same thing with the boxes. You know, but it'll get very simple. So like I only did it for 2 days. I did it Friday, and then I did it Sunday. I did one route that Friday, which was my first route. I hated it. But then Sunday I did a route at like 10 in the morning. I wanted to kind of work all day, but I had to take my little sister to drive, like to teach her how to drive. And we don't stay in the same fucking city. So like I had to drive like damn near an hour just to get to her, and then teach her how to drive for like 2 hours. And then I found another route like around 6 that afternoon, and that was for $100. I was surprised to see that on there for $100. I thought I was just gonna see like a bunch of 50s and 60s, but yeah, I got one for $100. So I made like $217 with just those 3 routes. So hey, I paid some bills with that. But anyway, that's all I gotta tell you. Next route gonna be Saturday, and I'm gonna have a guest with me, and I'm gonna be showing her the ropes, and I'm gonna have her getting out the car, doing some of these drop-offs. That way I ain't gotta get out, you know. On the job training for free, I guess. But I'll see y'all later. Peace.